So today is pretty damn packed with Shift Colorado and related activities. So starting off in the morning, we have Roshan's MR2, which is getting featured in the magazine. And then immediately after that, we are filming, I think 1 or 2 Porsches, which will be good. I know one of them is pretty special. Yeah, we're gonna be filming these in Deer Creek Canyon. It's a little cloudy, but I think we'll still be able to get some pretty good shots out of it. After that, I think it's kind of a midday break, and then around 3, we're heading over to collab with the Rad Factory guys. And if you don't know what the Rad Factory is, they basically just do a whole bunch of fun stuff with Miatas. And I think they even have like a Kawasaki bike that they converted into a 3-wheeler. It seems super sketchy, but very hilarious. So we're gonna go see them do a whole bunch of fun stuff today. And I would highly recommend that you check out their channel because they are hilarious and they have some very creative and fun projects going on. So with all that being said, let's hit the road. I'm just gonna finish up my Red Bull and some oatmeal and we'll get out there. By the way, guys, this is Roshan.
Hi, Roshan.
Hello, everyone.
He's the owner of that.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Nice to meet you.
He's the owner of that beautiful MR2. So
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet. I like that you brought matching shoes.
Oh yeah, I wanted to color coordinate today. So
We'll get pictures of that. Oh boy, my old camera. I think I remember how this works.
All right, who else is gonna harness up for this first one? Who wants to hang out the back of the truck?
Do we want this out of the way? I can throw it in mine.
If you got room.
Yeah, we can throw it in mine. Cool.
Or whichever's closer. I have a GoPro if we want to slap that on it.
We'll also
okay.
We'll also have someone in the front passenger seat of my truck, so we may at some point tell you, hey, pass us.
Ah, okay.
We're gonna send one car in
You
front.
tell me, or someone from the side would tell me.
So that'll be on the walkie.
Okay, gotcha.
Which one would you like?
This one.
Good choice.
We've done this a time or two.
Oh, I love it.
all right, sir. First question. What is your name?
My name is Roshan Shroff.
What did you bring for us today?
I brought my 1991 Toyota MR2.
How long have you had the car for?
I've owned the car since 2003, so 21 years.
Was that your first car?
It was my very first car. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So for the first 12 years I had it, it was a completely stock turbo. And then in the last 2-3 years, I decided to restore the whole car. And so at this point, everything's been touched. So Willwood, big brakes, BC racing coilovers, still has the stock E153 transmission, but it's mated to a 2GR FE engine now. So it's a 3.5 liter V6. It has a new paint job. It used to be aquamarine and now it is this shade of blue. It has all the stuff from Frankenstein Motorworks, so intake, headers. It has a Burke exhaust with some custom welding and some custom tubing done to that. And it has the ECU out of Toyota Sienna.
Nice.
Why a Sienna?
That's just what they cracked to make it all work.
And what's unique about this, right? Like, why is the MR2 something that was unique back in the day?
Yeah, for the price, I mean, it was still a somewhat expensive car back in the 90s, but for the price, it was pretty much the only mid-engine option you had. You had the Fiero as well, but really, it was the closest you could get to getting like a mid-engine car for affordable prices. For me personally, the reason I wanted this car is I watched Formula One growing up, and I would read Road and Track with my dad growing up, So I learned early on mid-engine means race car. So I wanted a mid-engine car, and I wanted a car that I thought I was gonna like for a very long time. And so this popped up in Albuquerque. We went up and picked it up. And I've had it ever since. It's my favorite car.
What's left?
To do?
Yeah. What's next?
I'll probably switch out the coilovers. I don't really like these BC coilovers, so that is probably it. Maybe some like a geometry kit for the suspension. Maybe someday doing some cams and valve springs so it can rev to like 8,500, so it makes glorious noises even further. But as of now, yeah, I've touched everything. There's one mod I didn't mention. It still has the Alpine stereo I bought from Best Buy back in 2004, so still has that in there. That's one thing I didn't want to change. So I still have all my CDs from high school.
What would you say is your most favorite thing about the car, and what would you say is your least favorite thing about the car?
Most favorite thing is the sound. Every time I drive this car, it just puts a giant grin on my face because it just sounds amazing, and the power level is perfect for this car. As far as my least favorite thing, the trim piece on top, because it's cracked and I can't fit
Nice.
a new one. Other than that, I love the car.
So cool.
Was it everything that you hoped for?
That thing's amazing. Like it has no lag. It's just like immediate. Like steps on the throttle and it's done. And like the
Yep.
brakes and everything. It's an amazing car.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Agreed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
It was fun.
Of course.
Beautiful day.
Ready for roller number 2, Brendan?
Yep.
Brendan and Brandon.
Brandon.
This is Brandon.
Burr.
You serious? The back okay? Comfortable?
Yep, we're good. Copy that.
All right, moving up to 30 and we're gonna stop there.
Camera car at 30. We're gonna stop there.
Copy that.
Taking a left, right? Right. Brendan. I'm Brandon. Hi, Brandon. I'm Brendan.
Brandon.
Brandon. I'm Brandon.
All right, we're gonna roll to this left.
No, I haven't anything else to do.
All right, what is your name?
Sean O'Brien, SHAWN.
What did you bring for the shift shoot today?
It's a 1992 Carrera Cup USA. It's a 1 of 45 race car for the canceled 1992 Carrera Cup.
How long have you had it for?
About 2.5 years.
What would you say is like your favorite thing about it and least favorite thing about it?
Favorite thing about it, it is no power steering, No AC, no radio, just pure raw race car. Least favorite thing? No AC. So when it gets hot in Colorado, it really sucks, to be honest.
Where did you pick it up at?
So I bought it off of a friend, actually up in the Northeast, so Hatch Motors.
Okay.
Brian McNamara is a friend of mine. I actually was gonna buy a Carrera RS from him. It was midnight blue. I had been chasing it for 2 or 3 months, debating if I was gonna buy it. Finally got the guts to buy it, call him, and he's like, it just sold yesterday, man, sorry. And he's like, but I actually have a Carrera Cup I just found. If you're interested in it, you can buy it before I list it. So yeah, I wasn't planning on buying the car, but just stumbled on it and super happy.
Have you done any modifications to it, or have you kept it pretty stock?
No, I've kept it stock with how I bought it. The car is halfway between the Andal Cup trim and the street trim. So versus a base Carrera RS, it still has wider tires and wheels. It's got thicker sway bars. You can obviously see the kill switch on it. There are still some cup suspension bits and strut bars, etc. on it, but for the most part, that's it.
Have you always been a Porsche guy?
No, actually. I've only been a Porsche guy for 6-7 years now. Ironically, I used to not like them and not understand them. And then I got a GT4 and started racing it and was like, oh, I get it. These things don't break. They're amazing. And then it's been a downhill spiral from there.
What is your favorite car in the world?
Cool. Favorite car in the world? I mean, I've never driven either. It would have to be like a Carrera GT or a McLaren F1. It's, you know, similar things to this, just on a 10 out of 10, maybe out of an 8 out of 10.
And your least favorite car in the world?
It's gotta be probably like a rental Mustang. Just because they're always beat to hell and back. And I find that 4-cylinder turbo motor sounds like a tractor. And so it's always a letdown because you think it's going to be great and you get in it and you're like, this thing is like a lawnmower that's spruced up as a Mustang.
Thank you, Sean. I really appreciate
absolutely.
it.
Yeah, this has been great.
Yeah, it's awesome meeting you. Thanks for bringing the Porsche out.
Absolutely.
What is your YouTube channel name?
So our channel is Truth and Legend Productions. It is mainly wildlife, but there's 3 of us. We run a podcast. It's all about nature and wildlife. Right now I have Eric, who is one of the co-hosts, is in Alaska on this island filming birds. He's going to be out there for 2 more weeks. And then Michael Morrow is actually down in Mancus, and he's building a container for all the storage and everything for his gear. And then he's headed to Alaska at the beginning of June. And then next week I'm going to Bentonville. So, and mine is Brandon Day. And between the 3 of us, we run Truth and Legend Productions. So
nice.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll put a link to you guys' channel in the description for
Thanks,
sure.
Marty.
Yeah, of course.
See y'all.
See you.